Hi everybody, Kitsune Haru here. Welcome to my channel. We're going to do a little magic today. Are you ready? Today, I am doing an MGA Miniverse Make It Mini Potions. This is a Harry Potter themed kit. Well, I don't know what all I can tell you about it. Let's see. There's one set in here. It might be any of a number of different things. It doesn't say how many sets there are. Oh, wait, here we go. 15 to collect. So the chances of a double are not so bad. Not likely to happen. Well, let's go ahead and get this opened up and see what I've got. You've got the best possible view here without it getting too far away, I hope. Let's open her up. Wherever the tearaway is. Right there. Interesting. An all clear ball. Miniverse stamp here. And an opening there, which this little plug came out of. There's a table, or something. Laurel and cord. It's just a key tied to a card. Interesting. Here's the top of the table. Really nice color variants and graining on there. This, by itself, is a good mini. You're buzzed by a stink bug, pardon me. Pretty good little table. Some paper and some instructions. This is a cauldron with warnings not to eat it. Along with your Hogwarts school list. Completely printed out there. Some manner of little toolbox. Also, a really nice miniature, good wood grain and color variations. And another school list, but it was wrapped in. Let's see to these pouches. One wand, one cauldron, pewter, standard size 2, one set of glass or crystal files. Sure I'm not missing anything here. Oh, it's a little plastic bottle. With a stopper. wadded up kind of tight. Tincture number 3, Draught of Peace. I have an interesting thing in a funnel. And a giant cork. A little room here. We're starting to get piled up some. Potions. Amortentia, Polyjuice, Veritaserum. Right, there's a small blue vial. Some little stones. There's everything in there. Extremely dangerous potion used for transformation of humans and animals. Hi, ladder. We have a dipping ladle. Meow, Bubby. And a pair of tongs. Interesting. And very curious. Let me attend to this cat, who apparently needs some attention, and see what I'm doing. I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the options. There's Amortentia, Polyjuice Potion, Skelegro, Wolf's Bane, Tulip, Wolf's Bane Trunk, whatever, Felix Felicis, Flesh-Eating Slug Repellent, Hellebore Syrup, Infusion of Wormwood, Dragon Blood, Armadillo Bile, Murtlap Essence, and Leech Juice. There's also 3 hiddens. I did not get a hidden. It seems I have Hellebore Syrup. And here's the instructions in which to follow. The first thing we're going to do, get these out of the way. Those are cute, worth keeping. The display stand, that's what this guy's for. So, this becomes a bottle, like so, with a cork, like so, and then the table stands inside, which is not so easy to do once you put the top on. There we go. Don't see much of the table that way, unfortunately, but that's how they've done it. And this, I guess, is a throwaway, or maybe something to be used for another project? I don't know, maybe. We'll figure that out later. Move this out of the way, and let's get down to this. some reason, they give you a little carrier for something you're going to use up. Kind of sad, but okay. But then again, these little parts can be reused still, even after they've been used. And my instructions have everything laid out. We've got the box, the bottle and its lid, the funnel, the tongs, the stir, the cauldron. It's all here. I'm supposed to take this cauldron, add in the sparkly stuff and the jewels. After I get this label off, it's bothering me. Got it, finally. Jeez. I did not want to make that easy to open. Let's try this part. Nope, not that one either. No chance of spillage during shipping. Alright, that's kind of as open as it's getting. Get all these tools out of here. Because, you know, theoretically, you're supposed to have everything you need right here. Now, the first step is put this stuff in. I'll see if I have a better chance opening this one. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Put a little of that in there. A lot of glitter sparkle stuff. I can leave a little in the bottle, I think. Then it says to add the crystals. I think I'll keep just a couple in the bottle. They include tweezers for a reason. And then, it is intended that it be stirred. So stir we shall. Then we open the bottle, add the funnel, which is a disposable funnel, by the way. And it says pour. I think I pretty much got all the good out of it. And I'm going to let this sit right across its own cauldron. And dry there. That appears to be done, so I'm going to toss it away. And it says that you can use a UV light on it. So I'm going to pull mine out. It says, what does it say on that? Here's it into the bottle. Once filled, set it under daylight or UV light with a tray for at least 5 minutes or until hard. Okay. So let's hit this with a UV light. Surprisingly, this one seems to have set up just fine. It was actually about 8 minutes. I do have a little bit of a bubble here, no big deal. You can see the crystals are down in the bottom. This little topper will go right there. And I went ahead and set this, which it may or may not be perfectly set down inside, but that will catch up. But I just like the idea of having that little used cauldron sitting around. Because obviously it looks like someone's been doing their homework. Now, for this. It's a little cord and label. If I can get the cord loose somewhere here. So this little string wraps around the bottleneck. And then there's a little label here. I need to write on here what it is. This is going to be fun. Look, my handwriting can't get any worse. There it is. I take a little sticker. It'll come loose. Ah, smeared that. Haven't helped anybody in my lab. Get that all lined up. Well then. And there we are. One hellebore potion, badly labeled. Heaven help you if you're in my lab looking to take something. It ain't gonna be headache powder, I'm sure. This one actually worked out much, much better than some of the recent other ones I've done. I am not at all displeased. Still would like to see a little bit more cautionary information included with this because, let's be honest, people, it's resin. And still not really a great suitable thing for young children, but I don't think these were really intended for the kids, to be honest. I think they were more planning on marketing these to adults. And let's bring these in a little bit closer where you can see them. Bring you a little bit closer. Ooh, I can line it up. There we go. One potion. One potion making kit with an excess item. A cauldron and its lid. And you know what? Let me grab something from the other room. I wonder if this will match size-wise to my Harry Potter dolls. And there we have it. Looks like the size of the props are actually pretty good for the dolls. There goes that potion. Harry's going to drop it. There it went. He can't hold on to it. I've stuck it to him with tape because these little dolls are not all that articulated. Cute they may be, but I think they could have stood some improvements. In any case, this one worked out pretty good. The resin worked well. Looks good. It actually did what it was supposed to do. Never mind my tape wad there. It makes a cute little bottle of potion. You've got a display stand over here to put it in, though you aren't going to be able to see through it very well, but it would protect it from the sun, because resin will yellow. And you still have all of these little items here that still can be used as play, as scenery. Yeah, however you want to do it. So have any of you tried any of these? I know a lot of my other Miniverse items have not worked. The resin has been bad, but this one, it hit the mark. They did it right. I do have another one of these. I didn't know whether I should mention it or not, because, of course, I don't know if I've got a double or not. If it is not a double, I'm going to present that one later. If it is a double, well, this is the only one you're going to see. But in any case, guys, what do you guys think? Have you tried any of them? Do you like them? And do you have a favorite? Or do you have one from the list that you would like to have? I know that that one potion, the heart-shaped bottle, would be really nice to have for Valentine's Day. So maybe I'll have to look into this before that happens. Just in case. In any case, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Visit me on Etsy, Patreon, Rumble, and Discord. And I will see you next time. Thank you so very much for watching, and bye-bye.